Hello all and welcome to Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Saturday mornings live. Now this is a very interesting live, a very busy live, guys. This is jam-packed, so much to discuss. Beautiful Middle Earthians, first one in the house. Hi Middle, lovely to have you here. Don't forget everyone to pop your live chat on and not your top chat so that you can see everybody's messages, including my big mouth, including this one in the background. Welcome everyone. Hope you are well. Another busy week here on the channel. Yours truly was out. You may have noticed by photos on Instagram and on Facebook that I did an unexpected drop-in to a group. I crashed a knitting achu and crochet library group. Let me swap that around. Crochet and knitting library group. They had no idea I was coming. Only one person knew because I mentioned that I needed to do a delivery and I knew they were there. I didn't know they were there. I found out a couple of weeks ago that that's where they go. So I did an unexpected drop-in. I dropped in on them and they were surprised. And one lady said, "You should have told us you were coming. I would have bought you something." So there you go. I did an unexpected visit to the beautiful Melton group that have their, I think it was the Thursday morning live. This one was a Thursday morning. I'll try that again. This one was a Thursday morning session that they have there. I believe they have another one somewhere else, which they can actually talk about whilst we are here on our live, if any of them pop in to have a chat with us. Now I'm going to go back because I've missed all of the chat by being too much myself. Beautiful green butterfly, lovely to have you here. I'm excited that I finally got the gauge right of the vest. You sure did, Middle. Way to go, Middle. Yay. High five, Middle, everyone. Or hi, tenor. Beautiful Crazy Poppy Lady is in. Hi, Crazy Poppy Lady. Lovely to have you here. The lovely Pamela is in. Lovely to have you. Green Butterfly. Did I say hello before? I think I did, but I'll say hello again. Beautiful Anne McSee is in the house. Lovely Anne. Kiki's in the house. Been so long, Kiki. We missed you. We have missed you. She's been working too hard, the lovely lady. And Green says thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything, and it does show YouTube you still want to see yarn, crochet, hooks, people, and unexpected visits to library groups. I literally had not planned that at all. I only spoke the day before to someone so that they knew, or might have been a couple of days before, they knew that they were getting their delivery. That's what it was all about. So there you go. Randy, hello Randy, lovely to have you here in the house. Beautiful fluffy kitten is here, lovely to have you. Sorry, the last few weeks have been hectic to say the least. Look, we forgive you, Kiki. We know you wear the crown, honey, in this corner. You know you wear our crown, and you know Middle has been wearing it while you've been away, because Middle, who we thought was so sweet and wonderful and adorable, turned out to be a little bit cheeky. So we popped the crown on her for a little while, and she wears your crown when you're not here. So she keeps it nice and warm for you. That's hilarious. So there you go. Hi, Margaret. Margaret, either one of them. Margaret 1 or 2. I don't know who's Margaret 1 and 2. I just say, and I know there's 2 of you. Can't get it out. 2 of you, and you are one of them. Margaret 1, maybe. All right. So, guys, I had to write down what I was going to talk about in this particular live because way too much. And I know closer to Christmas, the lives get a little bit too much, right? To say the least. And silly me decides at the last minute to go and pop into some, group at their library just to stress them out a little bit, just for fun. So I thought that was a bit of fun. And I hope they didn't mind me popping in on them. I did bring a couple of little sweetie lollies to keep them distracted. I said, I'm not bringing them home, so you guys are going to have to share them. We just shared them around the table. And I think someone took them home. I can't remember who. It doesn't really matter in the end, because I did bring them for you guys to enjoy. They weren't a lot, but there were a couple of little bowls of sweeties. That's all. Nothing fancy. But one of the followers did shout me a coffee, so I'm very pleased with that. And we did have a good time talking about our crochet and knitting. And there was actually one photo that I did put up. I didn't want to take a photo of the group. It would have been hard to ask everyone. There was a lot of people there, whether they wanted to be on social media. So I thought I'll just take a photo of the people that I know have been on social media before or are actually on it. And if you want me to visit your group, please let me know, as long as it's not the other side of the world, because I don't know if I can make that this week. You know, I'm a little busy. I'm a little busy. But if you want me to visit your group, let me know. We'll see how we go. And that was just a bit of fun, a little bit of something I've never done before. I just decided to do. So, and I know, if you didn't know this, guys, Karen, whom I don't think is on the live at the moment, is a part of that Melton group and also part of a group on Facebook. And I felt the want to actually give back to Karen and the group there, because Karen always shares my videos on her group page. She doesn't need to. I'm not even a Melton resident. I'm nowhere near Melton. But she does share our videos on her page, and she shows the love that way. So I appreciate that very much, Karen. And thought, why not pop in and surprise lovely Karen? And the beautiful Anna, who did actually win our first Christmas surprise, goes to the same group, which is why I went there in the first place, to give her her surprise. I didn't know she went there until after she had won the surprise. And Karen says, oh, I know Anna. She comes to our library group. And I thought, well, how about we marry this up and see what we can work out? And it was a bit of fun, a little bit of silliness on my part. I probably should have warned them, but I did it, and that was all in fun. And I hope they didn't mind. I hope they didn't mind. Oh, I hope they didn't mind. It took a bit of cheeky me to come out. Yes, it did. Took you a while, Middle, but you got there. Are you saying I'm not sweet and adorable? No, Kiki. That's exactly what I'm saying. I know you're laughing at that right now, sweetheart. To get into our corner, you got to be naughty, but in a good way. Susan, hi, Susan M. Lovely to have you here. We're at 22.3, says Middle. Yes, we are, 22,300 subscribers. She always keeps me up to date with that. I'll never forget again now. Occasionally, I'm way too busy that I'm not focused on that area. And when Middle said it to me the first time, I thought, no way we were that. I had to go and check. It's been a while since I'd looked. So there you go. Too busy creating. You're always welcome to come join my group. I'm the only member, but that's irrelevant. Oh, you're hilarious, Kiki. Get your crown and pop into that corner, hun. That's so unfair. Too busy to visit my group. You're lucky this month it's Christmas meal and there's no seats left. You know what? It was planned, where I did mention to the lady who was receiving her gift. But it wasn't really something that I do. It's not something I do because time is of the essence. And I don't know why I did it around Christmas. This is the time where I really need this time. But I think it kind of all just sort of fell into place. I thought, okay, Karen runs that group and she shares the videos. I had no idea Anna was a part of that group, so that's funny. I know another subscriber who also goes to that group. So I thought, you know what, that's, a few subscribers. I don't know if the rest of them knew me. And then I got there and some of them knew me. Some of them didn't, which was okay. Not everybody needs to know you, yeah? And I thought, let's just, even if I just go and hang out and crochet for the hour or so, I think I was there for hours. A very long time. And so I thought that was a bit of fun. It was a break to my routine, which is why you didn't get your, what was I supposed to put up Thursday? I can't remember now. The Christmas, not the chains. What was it? My brain. One thing that went up last night. Oh, my brain. The cloud. I couldn't get it out. The August cloud, the August project for this, the cloud and the raindrops. 3 raindrops and a cloud. Those are the items that we were making for the wreath this week. Now, we've got August done now. We've got September done. Now, Sherry Kathy, this is all the things I need to talk about, chose this purple yarn, which kind of looks blue sometimes, but when you put it near the blue, It's going the wrong way. When you put it near the blue, you can see that it's purple. It's like a really dark purple. And she chose this one for October. And then next weekend, we're going to get someone else to choose a color combination for our November wreath project. And then we're done. Christmas, I'm doing myself because I want one to do myself. Although I did do January myself because, it was my birthday and we did the balloons. But Christmas, I want to do myself because we are doing an angel for the wreath. So be prepared for that one, yeah? Hopefully we can get all these projects on the wreath once I complete November's project, yeah? Which we're a little bit behind, yeah? We'll get there. And what am I saying? Here we go. I've given Kiki back her crown because I'm a good girl. Oh, I'm back to being the lefty for now. Good on you, middle. You can still be cheeky without a crown. You know that. Laura, hi, Laura. Hello, I made it to the live. Yes, you did. Welcome, Laura. Lovely to have you here, along with our other cheeky members. We're having a bit of fun today. Middle, you're cute. Either naughty or nice. Middle's a bit of a bit fluffy. She's a bit of that way and a bit of this way. She's all right, our middle. She's okay. We'll pass. Don't tell her. She'll get a big head. Hey, have a Christmas cracker if it's not a crown in, and the bad joke and you're very cheeky. Middle, I'm not middle. Crazy, get in the corner with Kiki and middle to my lefty. You get in the corner, young lady. And don't touch any yarn either. I know you. You want to touch the yarn. She wants to touch the yarn. She does. They're all very cheeky today. We're getting ready for Christmas, I think. It's my birthday next weekend. Oh, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more. Oh, Kiki, you're hilarious. Yes, happy birthday. Well, I didn't know that. I mean, you probably did. You probably mentioned it a million times before in the past years, and I just forget. Hey, wait a minute. Apparently it's Karen's birthday coming up too. You guys should have a chat to see if it's the same day. I think Karen said it's this Friday coming. The 2nd? No, the 1st. I'm pretty sure she said the 2nd. I could be wrong, which is the Saturday. Hey, you should have a chat to Karen and see what day hers is. You could share your birthday. All right, so I did crash the library group. I won't talk about it now because none of them are on, I don't think. Is anyone here that's from the library group and met me or didn't meet me because they didn't know I was coming? The group was big. It was big. People were saying, well, we're going to have to bring in some more chairs. I didn't count them. I probably should have, but I reckon there was, I don't know, let's think. There was maybe 8 on this side, 8 on that side, 4 up the top. That's, what's that, 2, 8, 16, 20, 25, maybe 30 people. I didn't count. I really didn't count. I believe there was a little young one there as well. So it was a very different group. There was a couple of fellas in the group as well, but most of them, obviously, since we're mostly the ones who craft, we're all women, most of them, but there were 2 fellas there as well, doing different crafts. It wasn't just a crochet and knitters group. I did notice some, what do you call it, the sewing one? Come on, guys, help me out with it. The sewing one. What's it called? My daughter used to do it all the time. I should know this. And there were other people doing other crafts there as well. It's a very interesting group indeed. Now, I had a good time. We had a bit of a laugh. We were a bit silly. Not all of us. I think it was just me. Everybody else was quite cross-stitch. Thanks, Crazy. Karen says, no, Kiki says, the 1st, I'm the 3rd, Franca is the 5th. Oh, gosh, everybody's having birthdays all over the place. Quilting, and there was quilting there as well, I believe, yes. Embroidery and cross-stitch. There was a very mixed craft group, and I really appreciated that. And I didn't over-talk to the other people because I didn't really want to bother them while they were crafting. But I did sort of look over their shoulder and, ooh, that looks nice. Ooh, and I couldn't help myself. I was like a what do you call it? A child in a lolly shop or a candy shop, as they say overseas. Oh, what? It was like, I wanted to try it all. But it was a lot of fun, something different for me during the week. I don't know how often I can do this. That's a one-off thing. I might do it again with another group if they ask me nicely. But that was a one-off thing. It was to deliver some goods. I was supposed to post it a few weeks back. And I remember when I got there, some of them said to Anna, have you got your gift yet? She goes, oh, she hasn't sent it yet. I wonder what's happening. And poor Anna was trying to go along with it. And she knew I was coming, but I wasn't able to go last week. So I thought, oh, do I make her wait another week before she gets her prize? So I just kept saying, is that okay for Thursday? Oh, she says, I'm going to check my shift at work. I'm going to see what I can do. I believe she even changed her shift so that we can all meet up, which was pretty amazing, I think. And, you know, guys, you don't need to do that. You don't need to go changing your shift. If you can't make it, please let me know if there's anything like that we're doing. Please let me know. Don't go changing your shifts. I felt really bad after she changed her shift, that she changed it on purpose just because she knew I was coming that day, and I would have made it another day. But anyway, it's all done. And that's the end of that. All right, so I'm going to cross that out. We've spoken about that. Guess what, guys? We have an announcement. You guys already know that we've been doing our poll over the past few weeks. Kiki, you've missed out on our poll, hun. Our poll was whether we want to do a jacket or a blanket for next year's annual project. Now, to be fair, even if you did choose today, it doesn't matter because jacket is in the lead by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So jacket has about 20 something and blanket has about 19 or 20 or something like that. So to be fair, we're all doing a jacket next year for our annual project. That doesn't mean that blanket's out of the question. Don't forget, we are starting our mystery blanket in January. Jacket, please. Well, they're in the lead anyway, Kiki. So we are definitely doing the jacket. It's an absolute definite now. So I will talk to everyone in the future. We're going to do another poll about what patterns you're going to see. I'm going to create a couple of little swatches and bring them to the live. And you guys are going to decide either the red swatch, the white swatch, or the green swatch, only because they're colors I'm choosing, red, white, and green, just to show you which pattern to choose, right? Or I can say pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3. It'll get a little bit confusing. I think colors will help you decide which pattern you want to see. And then you can tell me, wait a minute, we want that pattern. No, we don't. We want that one. And you guys get to do the poll. This is all about what you want to see. And because I want to create for what you want to see. At the end of the day, this is what I'm here for, yeah? And then once we decide that, we'll do another poll. And hopefully we get all this done before the 3rd week of January. That's when we're starting out the first part of the jacket. We can decide on colors, and that's okay because colors can actually even come 2 or 3 days before. It doesn't have to be towards the end of this year, but I like to have it all ready by the end of this year so that I can get it all ready for you for next year. And that's what it's all about, yeah? All right, so that's that. We're doing a jacket next year. Now, the jacket we are making, we are using colors for our emotions and the way we're feeling each month. And that was a little bit like a temperature blanket thing. You're using your emotions to choose that jacket color for that month. Now, if you find that a little confusing, what I will do is I'll just make sure we only have 5 colors. One can be happy, one can be sad, one can be not sure, one can be cold and one can be unwell or something like that. We can talk about that when we're ready to choose, yeah? And that's something we can talk about. Maybe just make them the 5 colors or 4 colors or 3, whichever suits everyone. We're going to talk about that once we decide on a pattern, then we'll talk about colors, yeah? I think that's the way to go. Where am I? I've lost everything. Look how far back I've gone. Oh my gosh, I've missed everything. Excuse me. She's missed all the chat. Well, excuse me. Sherry. Hi, Sherry Kathy. Lovely to have you here. We were just talking about you. Your ears must have been burning. We'll talk about that in a minute. Sherry says hello. Yes, everyone's saying. The other Sherry's in. We've got 2 Sherry's in. Sherry with a CH and Sherry with the SH. Kiki says jacket. Crazy Poppy's got drum roll. Jacket says middle. It doesn't matter. We still do blankets. You know that middle. Yeah, I'm so proud of those who voted jacket. I'll tell you in a minute the exact number so you can, I might even put names. I'll shout the names out. Yeah, boohoo. I'm sitting on the left hand. Good cry, having a good cry. Oh, you're funny, middle. All right, so everyone's saying hello, 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 hello. No, mine would be black, says Crazy Poppy Lady. It's hard to crochet black online, but anyway, because I'm I'm not saying that out loud. Crazy. My lefty isn't happy at the left isn't happy at the moment. It'd be one color. What color for depression? Oh, I get you. I get you. Can you see the hearts? Sherry says, can you see the hearts? Sherry says, can you see the hearts? Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure what you mean there. I've gone right back. I'm not sure exactly what you mean. I can see love hearts next to people's names. Is that what you mean? Next to where people leave messages? If that's what you mean, yes, I can see that. All right, so we're definitely going to make the jacket, but we're going to talk about color future. We're going to talk more about pattern soon. Hi, sorry I'm late. I've had a lovely spicy water right at night. Well, I've just got plain water. See? It's too early in the morning for spice. I love a little spice in there. Cheers, everyone. That was Marty, by the way, guys. Hi, Marty. Lovely to have you here. I'm sending hearts on the screen. Oh, okay. I can't see anything. Maybe my settings are not set for it. I'm not sure, Sherry. That usually happens with places like Facebook when you're doing a Facebook Live or something, or an Instagram Live. I've never seen it done on YouTube. Maybe we can, but I don't think, no, I can't see it. So that's interesting that I can't see it. Isn't that interesting? Maybe it comes up as likes or something up there. Maybe it's a new button somewhere. I don't know. I didn't know that you could do that, but there you go. Very interesting. Marty, we've just been talking about our project for next year. Our annual project is going to be a jacket, and we are all going to make this jacket. It will probably have a hood. It will probably have pockets. It will be long down to our calves. But to help people like Middle who really want to make the jacket but don't or can't wear the long length, I will be able to give you an adjustment to say, right, stop here for those of you who want hip length. The rest of us, let's go right down to our calves, all right? That's to help people like Middle, or for those of you who chose blanket because you didn't or you couldn't wear the jacket that long, all right? So it's giving you an option to have it as a cardigan as well as us having it as a jacket. So you guys can decide, yeah? The hearts show up if you're on a PC, not if you're not if the presenter is on a phone. Ah, is that right? I have to be on a PC, do I? So it's a blanket with arms then. A blanket with arms. All right, here we go. Are you ready? Jacket, Fluffy, MS Goodwill, Mary Jones, Liz, Mester. I'm Mester, by the way. Luana, Sherry, Carmen, Anne, Heidi, if it's got a hood. Heidi, it has a hood, so you're in. Jan, Crazy Poppy Lady, Karen, Angela, Lulu, Diane, Margaret B, Purple Magic, Kerry Creations, Jacket C Camera, I can't remember who that was, but I think it was Catherine, and Renee, and now Kiki. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Now, Kiki, I actually will bring it back down to 20 because our poll closed on Wednesday. But it doesn't matter. You're still getting the jacket anyway. So, blanket was Yvonne, Live and True, Bryant, Susan, Bonnie, Middle, Margaret, Heidi if it was no hood. Now, we're choosing the hood, so she's gone over to jacket. Even if she was on blanket, you'd still be sure. So there you go. Loretta, Green, obviously it's Green Butterfly, Laura, Raylene, Marty, Corrine, Carrot Top, Sherry, and I've got here blanket in brackets someone chose and I forgot to put their name down. But it doesn't matter. Either way, it's still only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You know what? It was pretty close, right? But you guys know I'm doing a mystery blanket in January. Anyway, well, no, we're not doing it. We're starting it in January. We can't get it all done in the first week of January. That's not going to happen, right? So there you go. So we will still get blankets throughout the year. So again, nobody loses here. We always get blankets, and now we're having a jacket as well. This is our first jacket here on the channel. I've done things like this before, little tops and things. I've done that, but I don't think I've ever made a long jacket down to my calves. If anything, it's just been hip length, waist length, that sort of thing, which is not really a jacket if you think about it. Although there are waist length jackets, you know. But this is more a real jacket with length, and I haven't decided on weight yet. I did say maybe 8 ply and 10 ply. Don't hold me to it. We'll talk about that close. I think we'll talk about that maybe even the first week of January, I think. It might help to do it that way. That's giving you that chance, or maybe even just before January. That way, if you've got your Christmas sales and things, you can go out and purchase the yarn you need. And if anything, it's more likely, if you're anything like me, you will have it in your stash. If you're anything like me. Otherwise, put an order in for it and get the yarn that you want in, and we can decide on ply maybe closer to Christmas, I think. We're going to talk about patterns soon. Not today because I haven't designed it yet. I'm going to play with the pattern over the next few days, few weeks. When I say I haven't designed it, I have a jacket design. That's not a big deal. But to choose a pattern, it changes the whole sizing. That's all it does. So I have to mess around with sizes. I have to try and get that ready for you by January. The 3rd week of January, to be exact. I think we'll be running late. Like this guy right here. We'll be running late, yeah. Well, it happens. All right, so what chats have I missed? I think I've missed like 100 hours of chat. Exaggerating a little bit. So it's a blanket with arms. Oh, we got that. We said that already. Yes, I think I'll look at that. Was Marty helps me feel better. Yes, yes, yes. Hi, Carmen. Lovely to have you here. Jacket with hood is great. Yes, I think we might use the hood. I wasn't sure about it, but I'm thinking hood would be nice. Yeah, be great for winter. It's going to be great. Even though by the time we finish our jacket, it'll be our summer. This time next year is our summer. So there you go. Kind of doesn't work for me. Although we could be ready for winter. Yeah. Or we could make a summer one. Oh, what? We could. Joined us jacket voters on the dark side. Yes, Heidi, yes, you did. We already did a jumper. How many sweaters and jackets do we need? Well, I told you it was going to be all about clothing this year and next year and in the future. Clothing, clothing, clothing. You're still going to get your jackets and your little water bottle holders and your tissue box covers and your coasters and all those things. You're going to get all those little things. But we want to make some nice outfits, I think. So, well, I want to make outfits. Don't you want to wear your gear? I do. I like making shawls and blankets. All right, we'll keep that in mind for the future. I just saw Jason Momoa in his crochet. We were talking about that the other day. We were actually, on Wednesday, we were talking about him wearing that jacket. Now, we are actually doing a hexagon cardigan on the channel, which is what he was wearing. But he had the thicker yarn, so it's more like a jacket. So we're making something like that on the channel. Hopefully we're starting it just before Christmas. And then, you know, you can work on it over Christmas. And then January we can come back and finish it off. Or vice versa. If you get it finished earlier, well done to you, yeah. Middle and I are going to make a blanket. It's going to be called Middle Marty Blanket. Or Marty's Middle Blanket. Marty's Middle Blanket. That's funny. Middle Marty Blanket. Middle and Marty are teaming up with Outer Skies. Oh, well, whatever. Whatever. Let's just say whatever to them. You wear blankets. You wear blankets. I like that, Middle. You kind of do, really. Like down to my calf, I'm going to need more yarn and spotty stocks to cover my... I'm not going to say that. I'm surprised YouTube's allowing that word to go through. But anyway, and height, her area and height. I'm going to say that. I could do with losing some height and width. I just want to lose the width. I can't afford to lose height. Some of us are not that high. Yay, I'm using the colours in Jason's sweater jacket. You can use whatever you want, Cherry, but we are definitely making it on the channel. Now, I mentioned on Wednesday, beginning of the year, I started a hexagon jacket. I think I even mentioned it to the lovely Kiki that's on today, yeah? I started a jacket at the beginning of the year, a hexagon cardigan it was, and I put it away and I thought, you know, it won't take off that much, but it took off. And everybody who's anybody is making a hexagon cardigan. I should have just finished it. I made a long cardigan and I wear it all the time. You know what, Carmen? I would wear it if I had one. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes when I leave the house and it's cold out, Melbourne's not that warm, guys. People think Australia's warm. Melbourne's warm sometimes, but it's not that warm most of the times. It's, overnight it's like 7 or 8 degrees. It's freezing out there. In the morning you wake up, you got to leave early in the morning. It's icy. You want to wear something to cover you up, yeah? Hood would be great. Cover the ears. This is why I never cut my hair, because I like my ears covered. Nothing wrong with them. I like them warm, I like to keep them warm. That's my ducted heating there. My internal heater. So if I had a jacket, if I wanted to cut my hair in the future, it would cover my ears. Just saying. I actually don't like wearing, this is weird. I make beanies, but I don't like wearing them. I don't like things all the way over my head, but I do like it if it's a loose fitting hoodie. I love it if it's a hoodie because it's attached to a jacket and you can adjust it to suit. When you're putting a beanie, it kind of squishes over your head, and I don't really like that. But anyway, and what have I missed? Excuse me, Mary, you missed all the chat. You missed it, Mary. Wearing a blanket is called being a burrito. I do miss some of your chats, Middle. They go so fast, I think. I like long cardies. Yes, it'll be kind of like a long cardigan. Yes, I love your cardigan. You love your cardigan. I know, Carmen. We love it. Okay. Oh, yes, because we share the same OCD with how the continued length of a hexagon cardigan ruins the pattern. I agree there. So I will make the hexagon cardigan to suit my body and hopefully to suit your body. But when it comes to wearing the jacket, I want the jacket to be nice. I don't want it to have, like, you work your hexagon cardigan this way. No, you work it this way. And then when you need to add length, you've got to put it that way. It changes the style completely. Not completely, but it does change the pattern a little bit, which I'm going to be doing with ours as well, because some of us, I'm not going to say who, but some of us have a little bit more width to cover. Now, the little tip when you're doing a hexie, if you are covering more width, you are making the base as well. You don't have to. There's a way you can stop this, right? And then you don't have to make it that long, but that means you get a waist length top. If that's what you want, that's fine. Otherwise, a lot of people do add a lot of ribbing to it, like a front post and back post stitch ribbing to it, or a single crochet stitch in the round ribbing, just keep going over and over again. There are many ways to do the hexagon. Now, I haven't really decided how we're going to do ours. We haven't decided, but we'll see. I've lost all the chat. Don't you love it? Oh, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's freezing in the house, as well as your heating systems are so strange and wonky. Blowing hot air, try that again, hot air on your head, feet, and up as ice blocks. Say that again, end up as ice blocks. You all need radiators. Oh, radiators, huh? Interesting. We should make a dress or the gentleman's case a suit. Well, to be fair, yours truly is going to be considering pants next year, slacks, trousers. But it doesn't mean we have to make those really big granny square trousers, which we can. I'm thinking some really nice pant trousers that you can actually wear and people say, wow, she looks like a model. I mean, not that I'm going to be looking like a model, not with my legs. Well, I used to have nice legs years ago. Now they're just sort of round. And they start from the hip and work their way right down to the ankles like that, But I was thinking of a pant, some sort of pant, maybe with a little tank top. Obviously not for my body again. Not for this one, no, not really. But for lots of people who like wearing those things, I was thinking about it. You like tapered arms, said Cherry. That is, tapered arms means nice and closed up, which is what I'm going to be doing, yes. We should make wearables that can be worn by itself, not over clothing. We could do that. What about my minimalist? You've been promising me. Oh, Marty, put that crown, adjust your crown a little bit, hon. So, straighten it up a bit. It just fell off a bit there. Put that crown on and sit in the corner and Naughty, 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 Marty. He wants his special shorts, I think he said. We won't mention the name, they're special. All right, so I've got to mark down what I've been doing. I haven't been marking down. We talked about the jacket. We haven't talked about, Happy Mail. I have my first Christmas Happy Mail. And I'm going to tell you, I'm quite impressed with this Happy Mail. I wasn't going to talk about it because the lovely lady in question is not on our live, but I can't help it. I love this look. It is fantastic. Now, it is from the lovely Angela. I won't show you the packaging because that's everyone's address, mine and hers. Well, you know mine. It's Post Office Box 217, what is it? 21790 Oak Park. That's the new Post Office Box details for us. Remember, don't send it to the old one because as of next week, I think, or the week after, I will no longer have redirection. So, yeah, it costs too much to have redirection. Oh, God, I'm backwards. All right, so the lovely Angela. Now, if you didn't know Angela, Angela has been on our channel since the first 6 months after I started. The first 6 months, the only people watching me were the odd family member. I can totally guarantee you that was it. After that 6 months, I started to have people like Angela and a few other long-lasting, loyal subscribers. And Angela is one of them. And Angela's first card, and she sent me two. And I'll tell you why she sent me two. One is called A Good Friend is the Only Thing You Need. And there's the card of the outside. Two cards. I'm going to leave the second one to last because I love it. She says, Happy Christmas, Mary, for a truly fantastic Christmas. Here's to you. Thanks for being so wonderful. Lots of love from Angela. And this is the very first Christmas card I have received here on the channel. And I thank you, Angela. But I'm going to use that as the second Christmas card. I'm going to call this one here the first Christmas card. And right at the back, she has a little word up the top there that says handmade. What do you reckon it's going to look like? No, it's not crochet, but it could be. If you did what they call, what we like to call graph ganning, you could turn this particular picture into a crochet card. Now, let's just read it. Happy Christmas, Mary. Love, Angela. All sorts of beautiful words in there. And this is the front. How gorgeous is that? Don't you love it? I'm going to do, when I do my video vlog this week, I'm going to show this as well because I'm taken back by it. She did this all by herself. What? Look at that. How gorgeous is that? It's beads or little beads. I don't know what they are. They're like, yeah, they're beads. Actually, they're not just beads. Yes, they are beads. They're beads. I love it. I don't know if you can see it nicely, but look at that. And she knows I love my animals and I only have the young girl left. This is the young girl I have left. Well, it's not her, but I have my cat left. And we lost our Pomeranian cross this year. This has been a very sad year for our animals. But this gorgeous little card made me so happy when I saw it. And I thank you so much, Angela. You're an absolute angel, and I love it so much. And it is our very first Christmas card here at Wow Crochet Designs. She put in so much work to put the beads on the card, and I'm very, very taken back by it, Angela. I really am. So I'll be messaging you a little bit later. I didn't want to message you. I wanted you to see it on the live first and then message you, but I'll message you later and tell you to watch the live later. I was hoping you'd join, but you're not here. Okay. Where was I? I've lost the whole chat. Susan's going by. Susan, I missed it. Sorry, honey. You take care, yeah? Did I miss a message before Susan's? Let's have a look. Kiki says, I mean, technically you don't wear clothes underneath. Kiki, naughty. How cool does that sound? Yay, pants. Yes, I'm definitely looking forward to that, Carmen. Bye, everyone. I have to go. We said goodbye to Susan. Lovely to see you again today. Well, I didn't actually see you, but to chat with you. I'm thinking capri and a t-shirt, though for me, capri would be pants. Yeah, okay. Crazy. Marty, Tom Daly has a book out with, oh, really? No way. Beautiful. Yvonne is in the house. Lovely to have you here. Yes, you missed the sad news jacket. Sorry, guys. Jacket did win. Yes, jacket won. Sorry. Okay, I don't mind. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, you're sad. We'll cheer you up with a blanket at the beginning of the year. So glad I found you, Mary. Thank you, Sherry. So glad to have you here. And Marty said, wow, that's amazing. It's a sign to make a kitty couch. You think she's trying to give me a sign, Marty? Is that diamond painting card? Look, I'm not really sure. It looks like beads to me. It feels like beads. See, you can feel the beads there. But you might be right. I'm going to ask her. I didn't get a chance to ask her yet. I only picked it up yesterday. So there you go. Carrot Top is watching. Hi, Carrot. Hi, Carrot. Me too. Actually, yes, you missed out. But that's okay. We still do blankets throughout the year, yeah? Oh, and Yvonne, you're the one who asked about that mystery blanket, which we are starting in the 3rd week of January. Actually, we might have to replace the 2nd and 3rd weeks because the 3rd week of January, we're starting our jacket. So you might get your blanket a little bit sooner, start it in the 2nd week. Maybe. Sent some happy mail today. Hopefully will reach you by Christmas. Fingers crossed, and don't stress if it doesn't. You know, I still love it. I love every happy mail that comes to me. And I thank you very much, Marty. You do send some beautiful Christmas crochet little things every year. He's so cute, our Marty. The same with Angela. Every year since Angela's been on our channel, sends me beautiful cards. This one here has just blown me away. And I'll actually message her after the live and let her know that in the live we talked about this card. And she can see her card sparkling through the live. Check it out. I hope that after the live, other people get to watch it and hear all about Angela's card. It's absolutely stunning, yeah, beautiful. And in fact, what I might do, Angela has her own channel on YouTube. Might actually pop a link to her channel in the description box down below in this live after the live, and you can head over and watch that. She actually has her own channel, which I believe she talks about this stuff on. I've never had a chance to listen. I'm going to see if this was spoken about before I even got it. It probably was. I just haven't had time to do anything. So thank you very much, Angela. It's a beautiful Christmas cards, 2, not even 1, 2. So there you go. Thank you very much, Angela. And that's happy. I'm marking everything off because we had a lot to talk about. And now let's talk about what's happening this week. All right. Now let's scratch that. Let's talk about what happened last week. Okay. So what happened last week? You got the chains, the crochet chains for Christmas. That's our very first project. I did some pattern writing on Tuesday. We did a live Wednesday. I was supposed to upload the vest Thursday, and I said, no, I'll do the short Thursday and then the vest on Friday. And that didn't happen. And I think in the end, we ended up doing, what did I upload? I uploaded with this project, the August. I haven't got it with me. What did I do with it? The August project. It actually went up yesterday. It was the cloud and 3 raindrops, and that went up yesterday because in August it was the end of our winter. So I figured, why not just use the cloud and the rain to wash away our winter and get ready for our spring, which is almost over. Spring is almost over in a week's time, I think, week and a half, something like that. So there you go. So that's already happened. And what we're going to do next week, hang on, what have I? Yes, I'm up to date. Yes, correct, yes. What we're going to do next week is the short that I didn't do this week because I went to visit libraries and library groups. That was such an interesting thing. I went to visit Melton's library group. It's funny because none of them are on the live today. That's hilarious. Usually they're on the live and they're not here today. So there you go. So I went to visit Melton's group, gave them a surprise. They weren't expecting me. Only one person was, because I was delivering her goods and I told her not to say anything. And when I got there, someone says, I wish I'd known you were coming because I had something for you. I said, oh, sorry. Oops. So there you go. Anyway, so occasionally I do things that are, not normal. 99.9% of the time, I do things that are out of the norm and it gets me into trouble usually. But this time it was a good thing. Do you like that? Gets me into trouble. This time was a good thing. Everyone had a good time. We all had a chat. We had a laugh. We were a little bit silly. Well, I was anyway. But it was a great group to join, and I really enjoyed their company. Such a lovely group. A mixture of two fellas and quite a lot of women, which was fantastic. And thank you for making me feel welcome. So there you go. I'm looking down at the book because I'm thinking so much to talk about, so much. So this week we are doing a short on Monday, the vest on Tuesday, the live Wednesday, October wreath on Friday. I tell a lie, Thursday. Try that again, Thursday. And Friday we have surprise, Christmas surprise number 2. Now I mentioned that was happening Friday, the 1st of December. And that's come up. I didn't think it was going to be that quick. I'm not even ready for it. So I better prepare myself. I haven't even designed the pattern for the surprise number 2. Now, from memory, let's flip the book. Let's go back. I don't even know where the Christmas, where it is. I think it was the bag, but I'm not going to quote it. I can't believe I didn't write that down. So I'm not really sure what the surprise design is going to be, but it's got to go out. Well, it doesn't have to go out this Friday. The surprise go out this Friday. Let's try that again. The surprise happens this Friday, and that gives you the option to enter that surprise. Now, if you didn't know what a surprise is, it's kind of like a giveaway. We do it here on the channel. We don't call them giveaways because we don't want, the weirdos to join our group. We just want crafters, the knitters, crocheters, crafters even, those of you who like yarn to join the group, and you can actually win some yarn from our channel here at Crochet Designs. Now, the best part about the one that's happening this Friday, I don't know if that yarn has anything to do with what we're designing. I don't think it does, because I bought this yarn when I bought the first surprises yarn, and I think it is kind of like a Christmas yarn, but I don't think it's what we were doing. So bear that in mind when you see it. And what I'll do is, if I've designed what I want to design before Friday, I'll get the yarn for that as well and add it to it. What? They're saying, are you nuts? You're adding more? I'm adding more to the second surprise. So if you didn't win that first surprise, you get to win that second one. You got to go. Time for me to have a don't you love being a taxi driver? Kiki, we will see you soon, hun. You take care. I'm going back to the chat because I've missed some. Yvonne's saying hello. Yes, we said hello. I have to pop off. Oh, you're going to head off, are you? Put dinner on. I'll meet you when you come back, Middle. That's great. I'm working on next year's Poppy's 600. Oh, only of 700 made. So it's looking like I'll finish in time to work on the jacket. Take your time, crazy. We're all going to get into it together. We're going to take our time. The first design will happen on the 3rd week of January. The first part of the jacket will happen on the 1st week of January. We will talk about measurements. We'll talk about yarn. We'll talk about hooks. We'll talk about how easy the pattern's going to be for the beginner to join. And then every now and then I'll pop in a tiny, tiny little bit of a difficult stitch, but not so difficult that the beginner cannot do it. So it'll be a normal stitch, which will twist a little bit. Yeah, just make that one stitch a little bit exciting, I think, to help the beginner out. Yeah, and still be exciting for us. Yeah, well, I say us, some of us, a little bit more advanced. Like, not me, I'm still learning. Oh, how do you do a single crochet? What? Double? What? So it's still exciting for the more advanced crocheter. Have a lovely weekend. Yes, we're saying goodbye to Kiki. She's a lovely Kiki. All right, Middle, we're going to put Kiki's crown on. Get ready to sit in the corner. Take over a spot while she's not here. So that's what's happening over the next week or so. We're trying to ram everything in before Christmas. I probably never should have gone out last week. Friday, I did have to do a personal visit, so that's something totally different. So that got in the way of trying to get the pattern up on time. So I did get it up a little bit late Friday, but it's there. The cloud with the raindrops is there, and that's already done. So this week we're working on October's wreath project, And then we will kind of almost be up to date. We'll only have November's to do, which will be basic again. And then December, we're going to work on December's together. It's going to be an angel. You all know that because I've mentioned it many times before. And the angel will sit right there. And it won't be a little one. It'll be a nice, good size angel. So keep your eyes and mind open to what it's going to look like. May not look like everybody else's angel. We'll see. I haven't decided. But there you go. Oh, I picked it up and all the dust is going everywhere, making me itchy. Let's have a drink. Maybe that'll clear it. Look at my eyes going. The eyes are going from the allergies, the dust. Oh my gosh. All right. Hopefully that helps. Oh, bring it all down. She's such a weirdo with all these allergies, yeah? But there you go. I'm so itchy now. My face gets itchy. Everything gets itchy. But there you go. That's what's happening next week. And I will try as much as I can. And in fact, I've put the vest down for Tuesday, even though that's pattern writing day. I put it down for Tuesday because it's getting so long in the tooth to get this vest finished. I know that's an old saying, but it's true. It's just taking so long to get the vest out. So I thought, you know what? I'm not going to waste time this week. It's not wasting time writing patterns. It's not a waste of time, guys. Heads up. It's hard work to write patterns, yeah? But instead of writing patterns, I want to finish this vest. It's got to be done before Christmas. Has to be done before Christmas. Has to. Needs to. Want to be able to wear my vest. This was supposed to be a vest I was going to wear over, long blouses and tops during autumn. Look where we are. We're in summer. Well, not yet. We will be hitting summer very soon. And I haven't got the vest done yet. So it'll be ready for next autumn, I suppose you can say. Ready for next autumn. You can wear your vest over a T-shirt. So that way, if it's a cooler summer day or a cool spring day, you can still wear your vest over one of those T-shirts that you like or a little short sleeve blouse that you wear. But I made it in the wool, so it is sort of to keep you warmer rather than cooler. So maybe in the evening when the weather cools down, if you're out and about, you can wear your vest over your shirt. And I do know that around this time of the year, it's not hot enough to stop using the heater. Well, it is at the moment. We've just been, lucky with this unusual weather. But it's sort of still cold enough to wear... How do I explain it? It's not cold enough to wear jackets as such. It's not hot enough to wear T-shirts. So you kind of need to have maybe a little vest or a little something over what you're wearing. And that vest is also good for this time as well. So once we start heading into summer, it gets a little too hot, but you can wear your vest all year round if you wanted to, especially in the later evenings of summer. Way into the evening when you're out and about. And I know summer here in Australia, everybody's out. Some of us don't go out very much, but we won't mention her name. So there you go. All right. What have I done? Oh, what have I done? I missed all the chat. Again, every time I miss the chat. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, it's not too bad. It's okay. Well, supper is heating. Oh, that's nice. Oh, she's so cute. You can come here and make my supper tonight. What time is it now? Now it is about 2 minutes to 11. So about 11 o'clock in the morning here, Saturday morning, 11 o'clock. What time is it in your countries? There you go. That's that. I thought, I don't know why I pop the time in occasionally. It's a lot of fun, I think. And plus it helps you too to marry up the time when you know you're getting on the same time as me and we can marry each other's time up and join us together as a group. Helps each other out, yeah? All right, so that's what's happening this week. Have I said everything? Oh, the surprise. That's what we were talking about. That was pretty much the last item we're going to talk about. Now, with the surprise, you will get, as Anna got, you will get the pattern, the scissors, the sewing needle, the yarn, plus more yarn. Because yours truly, when I purchased that other yarn, I was thinking of something else. But it's the wrong size of the something else that I'm thinking of. So I'm going to purchase the yarn for I'm assuming the bag, and we'll probably make the bag. At this stage, I will let everyone know. It's 10 o'clock where green is. Good morning, green. And it's in the morning there. It's about 6 o'clock where Middle Earth is in the evening. Randy says it's 5 p.m. where she is in Phoenix. Assuming that's Arizona. Yes, Randy, I'm not really sure about overseas area. Yeah. In Perth, it's 8 a.m. It's very early in the morning in Perth here in Australia. Melbourne is 11. And, you know, all over Australia, we have different times in different states. Not all states are different, but some states are different. Look at the fringe, guys. Remember the fringe that I used to roll here? Look how long it is now. It's come down to here. So in about maybe a couple of months' time, the hair will look like that all over. Right now, I try to do the fringe, and everything's nice and curly here, and the fringe just like sticks. So I can't do that yet. But yeah, it will be all curly eventually, not just straight at the fringe there. Yes, it is Arizona. Oh, thanks, Randy. Lovely to know. All right, so what did I miss? 7 p.m. in Ohio. Ohio, where Sherry is, 7 p.m. on a Friday evening, I'm assuming, Sherry, yes. For those of you PM people, I'm assuming yours is the day before, the night before, and we are the morning after. Oh, this is what you're going to look like tomorrow. All flustered, red, itchy. This is what you're going to look like tomorrow. Heads up. Oh, maybe you won't, but I do. This is what I wake up to every morning. I start scratching and I'm thinking, what? I haven't touched anything. And yeah, it's agitating. Midnight in the UK. There you go. It's Friday for Sherry. You know why I say that? I got that from a movie. Which movie did I get it from? Friday on us. Oh, what's it called? I can't remember the name of the movie, but I do remember it's someone James. What's his name? My brain, I tell you, it doesn't work on a Saturday morning. It actually doesn't work all the time, but we won't say anything about that. No, it does. It works during crochet patterns, but after that, it doesn't work. It's all about crochet. All right, so this is the week we're going to have this week. We're going to have a short Monday, vest Tuesday, live Wednesday, October wreath Friday, and I keep saying that, Thursday, and Friday is our second and final surprise for the year. After that surprise, we have what we call Subscriber of the Year here on the channel. Now, I am having another dilemma this year. I have 3, not 2, not 1, but 3 subscribers that I want to have a Subscriber of the Year. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So Subscriber of the Year is someone who spent the whole year liking, sharing, talking, joining groups, you know, joining little chats, mentioning us a lot when they're around. It's just someone who's always been a part of Wow Crochet Designs. They don't have to always go to the website and make donations. They don't have to do super chats here. It's just a matter of seeing your name up on Instagram, Facebook. And I know one of the names that's up on Instagram and Facebook is a different name here on the channel. But I do know they have a different name there. So if you have a different name there and there and there, it could be you. I do know that one person is always on everything as well. So she's the second one, and maybe a he. I'm trying to cover my paths here, my tracks. And the third one is very much the same. And it's very hard to choose. So this year's Subscriber of the Year is going to be one where I will be choosing literally 1, 2, 3, any, many, money, mo, like that. And then that's the one I'll choose, because at this stage, I still haven't come up with the one I want to be a Subscriber of the Year. Now, Subscriber of the Year get this. They get the pack that I will have on the table, which will be huge. Yeah, it will be a big pack. It's hooks, scissors, sewing needles. It's not just one. You'll have books. You'll have yarn. You'll have different types of yarn from different areas of my stash. I take it from my own stash. You get my yarn plus more. Plus I take, when I'm out, I say, right, Subscriber of the Year is happening this week or next week. Let's put that into it. Let's add that into it, and let's add that into it. So they get a lot of stuff. Then they get 1 year full free patterns from me. Any paid pattern I put up on the website, they will get it for free. And that's what I do for Subscriber of the Year. So it's usually a very big thing, and it's a very big thing for me. And for the past 3 Subscribers of the Years, they're still getting another year worth of patterns because I haven't been putting patterns up. So they haven't gotten their free patterns yet. So I've just recently started putting little patterns up on my website, very minimal patterns. I'm trying to work the website out where it can have its own page. There is a page that says, here's our patterns, but that's only for free patterns. So I've got one pattern that's free there, and I'm still trying to put them all in the one section to make it easier for you guys to find. But that's pretty much what I'm going to do next year. So if you win Subscriber of the Year this year, you'll get the whole year free patterns. Now, most of my patterns are written up. What I'm doing is I'm visiting one pattern occasionally and I'm editing it as best I can. And then I'm setting it out to pattern testers, like this little coat thing that you see right here. I will be sending the pattern to this one out to pattern testers over the next 2 weeks. Those of you who've already mentioned that you wanted to pattern test for me, there's 3 of you that have mentioned you want to pattern test this, and I will be sending the 3 of you your pattern as well. So they get the pattern for free, but they're testing it, yeah? So it works well. Now, the Subscriber of the Year gets any pattern I create throughout the year for free for 1 year, all the way through 2024. The other 3 subscribers, because I haven't been putting any patterns on, will start on 2024. But the thing is, guys, I'm not just giving away the patterns that you see on the channel. These are patterns that you don't get on the channel. These will be ones that are created throughout the year next year that will never go on the channel. So they will be patterns that are a more extravagant pattern, if you will, a little bit more advanced, a little bit different, ones that I just will never pop on the channel, and they will get that for free. Everybody else will have to pay for it. So when I say they, the person who wins this Christmas, let's try that again, this New Year's Eve, because I announce it on New Year's Eve, will get the any pattern I create throughout the year, they'll get for free on top of the goodies on that table that day. So it's a really big thing to win that. Usually there's prizes throughout the year, as you know, they're called surprises, and that's one thing that I do every year to give back to that one person who's put in 100%. So I hope that makes sense. Yep. And I've lost all the chat here, haven't I? Oh, that itchy nose, itchy nose. Very itchy nose. Mary J, hi Mary J, lovely to have you here. If you're joining us new at this moment, just to let you know that the jacket is going to be our 2024 pattern that we are creating. Let's try it again. 2024 project that we are creating throughout the year next year. It will be, our feelings will be used to create the color combinations of the jacket, whether we use one color for the whole jacket or whether we use the 3 or 4 or 5 different colors. We're going to decide that as a group once again. That's a total different poll. Yeah, we're doing polls all the time on this channel because we do them so that we can see what you want to see. So I gave you that choice of whether you want to see a jacket or a blanket, and the majority chose a jacket, which doesn't make much sense anyway because we're going to make blankets throughout the year. So it kind of doesn't really, I suppose the poll defeated the purpose really. But we're doing the jacket, and we'll still be creating blankets throughout the year. You know we do that. I have to admit, this year was a little bit quiet on the blanket side. Who can remember what blankets we made? I don't even know what we've done this year. I don't know. Jacket, yeah, definitely going to be making the jacket. We will decide on one of the next 2 weeks lives, starting from this Wednesday coming. We're starting on Wednesday's live. So Wednesday's people will get the first choice of what pattern that they would like to see. So I will have 4, maybe 3 or 4 gauge swatches. I haven't decided yet, maybe even 3, even 2. I really haven't decided. Gauge swatches on the design of what the pattern will look like. And then you guys can say, right, I'll take one of those, a couple of those. No, you just tell me which design you want. We'll say, and I'll do them all in different colors. So red, white and green, or red, yellow and green. I haven't really decided. I put down red, white and green because it just rolls off the tongue. But it depends on what's visual. If you can see the pattern on that particular color better, then that's the color I'll be showing you. Doesn't mean that's the color of the jacket. It just means that's the style that we will use. So you can decide out of the 3 patterns that you see, or 4, whichever I decide to make, which pattern you want to see. That's going to be the poll. Do you want the red pattern, the white pattern, or the whatever pattern we use? Yeah, green pattern. And then once we've decided that, then we'll come back and you can decide on what colors you want to see, or whether we want to make it in a solid color, which I don't know, does that make our feelings? Maybe it's our feelings at that moment, and it could be the one solid color throughout the year and how we felt. And then that time at the end of the year, next year, you think, well, I don't feel exactly the same. Maybe we can do that. I can tell you whether you still feel that way. Or we can do 3 or 4 to 5 different colors and we can make the jacket in squares. We can do whatever we want. We can make it a plain jacket, or we can do squares. And that again is something we're going to talk about more closer to the date. Yeah. But for now, we've decided jacket. If you need a tester for the jacket, can I chuck my name in the hat, honey? Well, to be fair, I don't know if we'll have enough time, because I want to start the jacket in January, the 3rd week of January. Will you get the jacket done by then? That's the question. So to be fair, there's a time limit here to test patterns. But anyway, we'll see how we go. We're going to play with the design first. Once again, it will be made where it will kind of fit you with a bit extra. So you'll have a lot of space in there to play with. And if you feel that it's going to be too loose for you, you can make it the size smaller, which I wouldn't suggest. But anyway, it will be a nice jacket that's going to be, it's not oversized, but it's going to be comfortable for you to wear, so that you're not out, stretching and getting caught in it like you would if you were wearing a t-shirt or a blouse or something lightweight. Yeah. All right. So that's something to think about for next year. Just keep it all in mind. But this Wednesday and this Saturday coming, we're going to decide on the stitch. I will have the 3 gauges, maybe 4, depending on what I want to make, ready for you to look at. I might create it in a thicker yarn so that we can actually see the pattern. When I say thicker yarn, something like that, so that we can see the pattern. I think I've changed my mind, as I'm not planning a trip to Antarctica. Well, it's not going to be a really heavy jacket, but it will be a jacket. Yeah. A month. Yes, it's double. It's doable. Oh, you think? Okay. Well, we could consider it. I haven't really got any pictures or anything. This is something I haven't really thought about. I got to rush it myself to get it sorted out. But there you go. Anne's decided she doesn't want to do it anymore. Anne. I'm going to make it sound dramatic. Look, it's okay. You can make the jacket in whatever you like. I think we can work around that, Anne. If you want to make it lightweight, you can make it in a lightweight. We can work something out. Let me play with the pattern first. And you can decide yourselves whether that's going to be a solid pattern or whether it's going to be a lightweight pattern. But because you'll make it in wool, it'll be solid. If you make it in cotton, it'll be lightweight, that sort of thing. And again, I haven't decided on what we're creating. I'm leaving the ball in your court. Don't you love it? They're thinking, does she even know what she's doing? Yeah, no. I never said I knew what I was doing. I didn't lie to anyone. I said I'm giving you a choice. How naughty am I? All right, so I've got lots of patterns in mind. A hooded calf-length jacket is just not needed here in Queensland. You could actually make a hooded calf-length, well, maybe not a hooded, but you can probably leave out the hood. You could make a calf-length little cardigan thing that goes over your bathing suit, like a little, yeah, you could. I see trouble ahead. I know, crazy. I never said I knew what I was doing. I didn't lie to anyone. Have I ever known what I've been doing on this channel? You guys stir the pot. You do. You say, oh, I really wouldn't mind one of those. And then I think, oh gosh, I'll have to create one of those now. You guys stir the pot. It's not my fault. I make what you guys want. She's just thrown you under the bus, all of you. All 22,000 of you are under the bus. Driven over a few times. Vroom, vroom, vroom. But anyway, it's something to keep in mind. An actual fact, and to be frank with you as well, I was wanting to make a bathing suit cover of some sort anyways, and it's possible that we may get something like that over the next few months, maybe in January or something, because I actually don't have a cover up for me, and I really don't like this body shape. I really don't. So I could make a little cover up on the slimline mannequin. Notice how I say slimline. And, you know, my size for me, in a very lightweight cotton with really thick spaces and a large hook. This giving them, let's try that again, this giving the jacket or a lightweight top for you to fit over your bathing suit during summer. And you don't have to walk around in a bikini or a bathers if you don't want to. When you're out of the beach or out of the pool, you want to wear something to cover up. You're sitting there, you're eating your ice cream or whatever it is you want to have, you're having lunch. You don't want to be sitting there and you're bathing, you know, you put your little top, you can. But I like to have it all covered up. All covered up. All covered up. Some of us don't have that beautiful slimline figure that we once had. And so there will be a summer top made specifically for that. Now, I did want to make that a couple of years ago. 2 summers ago, I wanted to make it. I think it was 2000. No, it was more because it was before 2020. We won't go there. So we're looking at 4 years, it was 3 years ago. It was literally just before 2020. But because we weren't going anywhere in 2020, I never made it. And then it just stopped. I just didn't think about it anymore. I just thought, we're never ever going to get out again. In my mind, I kept thinking, nah, forget it. There's no beach. We got no beach for us. No pools, nothing. And then I thought we won't do it. So now we're back to having, I won't say a normal life. I don't think there's any such thing as a normal life. But, you know, the average life, the average life. So we're back to having some sort of a life. So we might end up doing something like that, you know, some summer item. I really do want to do it. And they won't take long because it's a large hook. It's will be made in cotton. Yes. So it's a large hook. It'll be a loose stitch with plenty of gaps. So it won't take long to make. And it will still make you look nice and summery that you're there. Everybody knows you're there at the beach and the pool. But it won't make you look a little bit too much, showing too much. If you're anything like me. So that's something to keep in mind. And we might be making something like that. But definitely we're making a jacket next year. Definitely we're making the jacket. We will be doing blankets as well. I know you guys love your blankets. Does anybody know what blanket we made this year? I can't even remember. Did we make a blanket? She's forgotten what we've done this year. So isn't that hilarious? I have forgotten what we have made this year. You know what's going to remind me? I'll tell you what's going to remind me. In 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time, it's literally about a week and a half before Christmas Day, I do an end of the year video getting it ready for the end of the year. I start creating it a few weeks earlier. And what I do is I don't talk. I just grab a few photos of everything that I've made this year, one photo of each product. I put it up on the screen and I see how long it is to have them up there. So usually I have 5 seconds. Each photo gets 5 seconds. But because we make a lot throughout the year, I started speeding them up to 3 seconds. And some of them were 2.5 seconds because I didn't have the time to fit all that in and have a normal video vlog. So what I do is this year, we will be doing the same thing, the end of the year video where we talk about what we created throughout the year. And I'll know exactly what we created after that. But right now, right over my head, I've forgotten what we have made this year. Isn't that sad? All the stuff we've made. Only recently I know what we made. And that patchwork sweater, which it took so much out of us, yeah? That's all I can remember. Everything else I can't remember. So Anne is saying, hello, Yvonne. Sorry, I got to go, guys. I stayed up late last night. Oh, that's okay, honey. Yvonne, you take care, yeah? Anne says 25th of November today, so only 1 month to Christmas. I know, Anne, we still haven't finished our Christmas gifts. We better get started. Now, as you know, I make Christmas gifts so that they're quick and easy to create. So that was the chains was one of them. But that wasn't really a Christmas gift. It's more of a, decoration thing. the little bag that we're making for the crochet bag. It's like a crochet craft bag. It's, when I say little, it will be one that'll go over your arm. So your crochet or your knitting actually will be in there, and you'll be able to crochet while you're talking to people, walk around the shops. You can crochet like some of us do. We won't talk about who it is. But that's the kind of bag we're looking at. We're not actually looking at a big bag like this. We're looking at an arm bag where your project can be worked with while you're on the go. I hope that makes sense. You're so evil telling me that. Yeah. I know, right? Fluffy says 1 month for Christmas. That's scary. Yes, it is. We better get our Christmas gear ready. You finished your niece's gift. Almost done. My mum's. Yeah, good on you. Good on you. Middle. So yeah, I know that I have a family member who does tend to, well, you know, Auntie T, she'll make blankets and things. You haven't seen Auntie T because she's been very busy working, so you haven't seen her for that reason. But she makes blankets and things for Christmas and stuff like that. So she does a lot of stuff as well that's crochet related. I haven't seen any knitted stuff from her lately. Only the things that she makes for herself. She might make a little knitted vest or a cardigan, or sometimes she creates something knitted for a baby that we, you know, one was born in the family or something. But usually it's crochet. Well, no, she does a lot of knitting too, but I think more I've noticed recently she's knitted things for herself, which is good. It's good to have things for yourself, guys. You need to create some stuff for yourself as well. Otherwise, you kind of think, oh, I'm getting tired. I'm tired. You know, you want to create for yourself as well, guys. Make something nice for yourself over Christmas, over the new year, whether it be an item of clothing, whether it be a little blanket you want to wear. I'm making a blanket for myself. Yeah. The mystery blanket's going to be for me. It is going to be my blanket. But what I'm going to do with the mystery blanket, and I'll talk about that in January the 1st. Let's try that again. The 2nd or 3rd week in January, we'll talk about the blanket itself. We'll talk about the yarn. We'll talk about how much we'll need. We don't know yet because we haven't planned it. So we'll talk about that after the new year. We won't talk about it before. It's pointless. Yeah. We've got too much happening just before it anyway. You've got so much we have to finish off. So you're not sneezing, Mary. No, I'm not, but I'm totally itchy. Totally itchy. Totally itchy. So you mean when we're talking about the knitting? Achoo, yeah, I know. Getting used to it, I suppose. So I thought you were talking about my real allergies. Isn't that funny? So we'll be talking about that after. Now, the mystery blanket, you can create in cotton, wool, or acrylic. This is a blanket that is going to be versatile. So you can make it in any way you like, versatile, however you want to pronounce it. You can make it in any thread that you like, any cotton, any wool that you like. And I know I've done something in the past where I made this particular blanket in a 4-ply lightweight number 2 weight overseas. So you can create it in any thread that you like, and it will be a basic blanket, but it will still be something pretty. You'll still have a few little pretty things that will make it look nice. It won't just be one stitch all the way through, like, you know, the granny stitch, which I love anyway, but it won't be that for this blanket. Yeah, heads up. I'm heading off to bed. I'm taking you all with me. My glasses will be off, so I won't be able to. Oh, that's cute. That's all right, hun. Crazy. It's pretty late there anyway where you are. You have a good sleep, and we'll see you soon. You said your allergy and didn't. You said your allergy and didn't sneeze. I know, right? I said knitting without sneezing. Achoo, there it is. Hi, Diane. Lovely to have you here. Lovely to have you here. So, yeah, we're going to keep all these things in mind. Actually, Anne, I need to have a chat with you about something anyways. If you're still on, I will send you a PM on Instagram. And we've done that before. We're going to do it again. I wanted to ask you something. So we're going to talk. You and I, Anne, call me. Don't call me. I won't answer the phone. But we will talk. People must hate me because they ring and I just go, oh, would you look at that? She's ringing me. And I know who it is. Oh, would you look at that? He's ringing me. Oh, would you look at that? And then I ring them back. It's more work for me. But I just can't be bothered being on the phone. Even when I ring back, I say, oh, I can't talk too long. Got to go. Really don't like using the phone. So there you go. So I will have a chat with you if I can, Anne. We will do that privately. We can't do that publicly. I'm asking Anne a special favour. She can say no. I don't think she'll say no. She might say no. She'll say no, go away. And I'll cry. I'll be in the corner here with Kiki's hat. I'll take it off Middle's head and I'll pop it on my head and cry like a baby. But I will message Anne later. We'll have a little chat. All right, so that's that. All right, what can I say, guys? It's going to be a busy week again. I won't be doing any unexpected visits this week. So don't be looking at me through your library window thinking, is she coming to my library or what? That was a one-off. If you do want to be to visit, call me. No, once again, don't call me. Message me. And we will talk about that in the future. But before Christmas, it's a little harder to do those visits, yeah? It was just one of those things that I found out that this lady goes to that one, that I thought, ooh, who knew? So I thought I'd make a visit. All right, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. I am going to head off and see if I can catch up on some crochet time that I want to do while no one's in the house. We have a very empty house at the moment. It was full before, but I heard the door shut, so people left. Yay! Nice quiet house. I want to thank everyone for coming today. Don't forget, guys, we have short Monday, vest Tuesday, live Wednesday, October Reef Thursday, surprise on Friday. Get excited. Now, this gives you an opportunity. If you didn't win the first surprise for Christmas, you can win the second surprise, which is going to be that little bit more. Just a little bit, because I bought extra yarn and I shouldn't have. So you get to have the extra yarn. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs, where we like to have a lot of fun, silliness on our lives. But when we crochet, we're serious. Not always. Jump it out. Try to be good, yeah? Try it. Bye all.